Talk to Me podcast. It's a podcast that provides viewers with the latest news on the controversial topics, gender war questions, and a multitude of hypotheticals. I'm your host, Don Worm, sitting here with Medi and my guy, AJ Holiday Season. Probably whoa. What's really good, guys? Back again with another one, hot, fresh off the dome.
Ganger.
Come on now.
What's happening, man?
It's good.
Good to be back.
I'm saying. Yeah, I forgot. We haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. My boy been handling business, or has business been handling you? You feel me?
Handling business, bro.
I think it's the other way around. Business been handling you, my brother.
Oh, shit.
Well, today, dead ass.
Shame for your head top.
Beating my ass. Oh, knocked out. But getting shit in order, coming back home. So, trying to make sure everything's straight for that.
You was gone for a little bit?
No, I mean, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back to Richmond.
Oh, when?
June.
Wait, for good or just for a couple?
For good. For
wow.
How long that might be.
Okay, January for what we in May?
We in May next month.
June. Okay. Because we got episode 100 coming up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be around in the city.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, so I'll be back and I can be around for that for sure. We can make that an in-person joint. I ain't been around for an in-person joint yet.
And I got the setup fire now. It's lit.
Yeah, see, it's all coming together. So
coming together, no puzzle.
Making sure
I call the plays, no huddle.
Okay, what else?
I got something to say, no rebuttal.
Yeah. Okay.
Call me one bar, one man. Come on. How was your weekend, Maddie? What you man saying?
It was good, man. It was Sunday was the last day of Ramadan, so last day from not eating during the day, actually doing stuff during the day.
Say that holiday Monday. Say that word. Actually,
Ramadan.
No. Hey, AJ, say that. Eat that word.
Nah, I'm
gonna try that shit, man. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. Yo, Medi, how would you feel if your non-Muslim friends was to hit you up and say Eid Mubarak through text or put it on social media?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
For real?
Yeah. Definitely.
I didn't do it because I was like, I feel like, yo, that's like, shut your poser ass. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
so I'm trying.
Culture, get away.
I guess it's like, so Eid Mubarak is similar to saying like Merry Christmas, like me posting Merry Christmas. But like, I don't post Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna post like a Merry Christmas. But if you texted me, I mean, that's like, that's cool.
So I ain't your boy. My fault.
Yeah, you're not.
I seen niggas with the open palms and shit.
Yeah, man. If you text Eid Mubarak, you get like a shooting star.
Look at our iPhone being looking out for the culture. Facts. Okay.
I
like that. I see you, Steve Jobs replacement. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't even know, but yo, so I had an interview today, right? This was like my first interview I had in a while. I don't think I done all that good. I didn't prepare myself. It's kind of trash for real. But one of the questions that they asked at the end, the lady was like, she was like, yeah, I always ask this at the end of the interview, right? So I'm like, all right, what's she about to ask? Bitch, you already asked me everything from A to Z. What's good? So imagine you being on an interview and you in the zone, like you just thinking like whatever comes.
Yeah.
And she asked you this: what is one thing that no one knows about you or we don't know about you that would surprise us if you tell us? I was like,
damn.
How the fuck do I answer this? Because I'm like, I can't say nothing stupid.
Right.
And I gotta say something somewhat, interesting.
Right.
So my mind literally I just draw a blank. I'm just like, at first, I'm like, I honestly can't answer the question, but me, I don't like upsetting people. So I just thought of some regular shit. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I said. I would let her know. Y'all got time to think about y'all aren't in like an interview mindset. But what y'all would have said? I just told him I was like, I box, I bartend, and I got my PNP over the break when I wasn't working, like during COVID. That's all I could say. I couldn't really say like I feel like I got an easy one for Mehdi. Mehdi has the easiest one of all time, but I couldn't say anything that would surprise someone.
Oh, are you talking about?
What would you say? What would you say if you was in an interview and at the end they said, "Tell us something that
I'm trying to think."
Surprises. Oh, you can't think.
But in an interview, bro.
Yeah, and it's the last question before you get off, and this is on Zoom. What would you say, AJ?
My mind went the same way yours. Like what you said, you box and all this stuff. I would have started just naming like hobbies or whatever you're doing. That's like I would have brought up the podcast and talk about like how.
Hell no, I ain't bringing.
But
they would have been like, "What's the podcast name?" Then they would see me talking crazy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in a sense, I would.
I got you.
Yeah, but
that's your answer.
If you gave them the concept of like what you was trying to, what this established, like started as,
yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah.
But you got to say something that would impress them.
Yeah.
Like you can't just come up with something that, you'll be surprised, but like it can't just be something normal. Like I'm not frying your answer, Dom, because that's not an easy question to answer.
Yeah, I don't have anything crazily interesting about me. I could.
So what would you think for me? You thought it was easy,
nigga. You've been to 20 fucking countries.
Oh,
that's an easy one. I be telling everybody. I mean, I would be telling everybody I know that shit. But
because you know what it is. You know what it is with that too, especially with people. It's like, oh, you travel a lot, so like, well, I guess this is with like another girl. Like you travel a lot, that means we're gonna go a lot of places, blah blah blah. I mean, I guess in an interview, I wouldn't say that's the thing that would pop up in my head right away. Anyways, in the moment, some people are good at it, some people are not. Some people could. Yeah, I'm trash. Like
that's coming up with
that is my like top 2 weakness in terms of coming with stuff off the dome.
With anything though, not even
anything.
Yeah, like, and I'm always like 2 hours later, man, I should have said this.
100%.
I wish you could practice at that shit. People that's watching, is there a way if you can practice that? Let me know, because I'm gonna do that shit every day. Because that's definitely one of my biggest flaws.
I think it has to do with you being what's the word I'm looking for?
Slow.
Transparent.
Not transparent. Have like a charisma, and
I think I got charisma. I think you just gotta be witty, but
witty is the word. Witty is the word.
Yeah, but
you gotta be witty, have charisma, and your personality. If you don't bring out your personality and you like on the shy side, you'll never practice that. So if you don't practice it, when you get into those type of situations, you're never gonna come up with something.
Yep.
Or it's the same question in an interview. When was the last time? Like, give me a scenario when you had a difficult time, or stuff like that. Like, I'm like thinking in my head. Obviously, that's like the main question. You practice it, you know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
But like, if it was like off the dome, I'm not gonna come up with something off that.
I wasn't prepared at all. I literally looked at the fucking job description 5 minutes before, because like a lot of my interviews, like over the past like 2 weeks, they've all just been them telling me about a position and ask me if I wanted it or not. You know what I'm saying? But this joint, like, it was 3 people on the line. It was on Zoom. They asked me basic shit though, but I don't think I got my shit off. Okay, another question on top of this. I be thinking too deep about shit. So she asked me, I don't know if she asked me within the position that you're in now or within being a project manager, how would you rate yourself? So when she said that, I said, on what type of scale? What am I rating myself on? She said 1 out of 10. So my response was, I was like, man, I can't say 10 because like in my head, that's like I'm perfect. No one's fucking perfect. You got to leave some room for improvement. So I was basically leading her on to say, okay, so I answered 8.5. I wanted her response to be, why don't you think it's a 10? And then I was going to say, I'm a type of person. So like, as a PM, I always assume that my installers or my counterparts are would do the same thing I would do. And that sometimes is a flaw of mine because you can't assume everyone is going to do the same thing as you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I can't say a 10, because that's definitely a big flaw. Like being a PM, you cannot assume shit. You always double check your work. at all times, no matter what. No matter it's your best employee, you know, blessed stakeholder, ever, you always double check. Because at the end of the day, as a PM, if you fuck up, it all gets pointed to you, you know. But she didn't let me fucking say that. All she did was let me say 8.5 and then went to the next question. I'm like, bitch, I could have said a 9.5.
Dom had some fire stuff to say.
So now it's like, damn, this nigga really ain't confident because like that's a B. You a B, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even give it
but Dom is spot on with that. I mean, I learned that too at my job. Never assume that people are either one doing it right or like, I mean, you can't trust them too. You can't trust them something's right. I mean, I had a situation just a couple months ago. Pretty much, I assumed that it was good to go, and shit hit the fan. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, one guy was never make a. Don't assume because you make an ass out of yourself. Because once you assume and then you get asked a question, you be like, you just freeze up. Because you're like, what are you gonna say? Oh, I thought it was good. What do you mean you thought? So you didn't do your job? I mean, so
I'm at a point now. I just take the L. What you about to say, AJ? My fault.
I was saying I learned that the hard way too. Like just with hooping and shit, like contracts that they come in or they whatever. Like you gotta double check with the agent, make sure like everything is good. Like don't assume this. He said this. Not like once the papers come, then you straight. But like
thanks.
Until then, hey man, ain't nothing set in stone until it's on paper.
Exactly. But I don't know. You can apply that to a lot of things. Literally what you just done, as far as throwing a basketball situation or contractual situation in there. But hey, we all living and learning. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's funny. I was thinking like with that interview stuff. When I was applying for jobs like a couple months ago, you really gotta be like in a zone for like those questions. Like I think for that month or so when I was like just applying.
Treated like a test.
Yeah, it was almost like, yo, I'm looking at interview questions. I'm looking at questions I asked them. Like it's like a job damn near.
Yeah.
So
because I feel like long as you got down your basics, let's try to name off your basics, like your weakness, your greatest attribute, or greatest thing about you as far whatever the hell how you ask that question. What is like a situation where there was a problem? How'd you go about resolving it? Or have you ever had an issue with upper level management? Or you didn't agree with a standard or a rule they said? How would you go about trying to change it? Stuff like that. If you get those basics down, I think you'd be somewhat good. Oh, and another question. This is the main one. I think this is the one of the best questions you need to fucking knock out of the park when they ask, why do you think you deserve this position? I got my shit off there, but I ain't go crazy because in my head, I be thinking I'm talking too fucking much.
That's where you gotta sell yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta sell yourself, but not say too much, like you just said.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be precise, but like I talked, I probably got like 3-4 sentences in, but I didn't get my shit off. Like one of the things that I like to say is no matter what I do, it can be anything. I like to be the best at it, and I'm gonna try everything in my power, to get the job done and make sure I'm the best at my position. I didn't even get that off. So I'm like, bro.
I mean, you think of that after the fact, and that's what always happens.
If I would have prepared for it, I would have easily got it.
I mean, preparation, man. Preparation, practice, and I don't know.
Niggas don't want money, bro. That's all it comes down to. I'm trying to leave my position, and I'm bullshit.
Why are you leaving? Why you want to leave? You don't gotta disclose it if you don't want to.
That's why I told him I got an excellent evening. So I said, I'm not gonna tell you the full thing, but basically. I basically hit my ceiling. They have offered me the team lead program manager position. So I will be over my position right now, over like 10 PMs. They offered me that. And I was like, no, because I didn't like the position that the team was in because everyone was leaving. And then they also offered me basically the highest project manager position. Basically, my position would be so imagine a building that's supposed to be built. I will be handling all the network infrastructure and all the desktop and network equipment being installed in that whole building before it's even built. So that would have been my position. And I said no to that because they weren't giving me enough money. So basically, I've exercised or whatever. What's that word? I've basically been offered, exercise all the positions or been offered all the positions within my company. So they don't really have anything for me. So I'm trying to leave. So that's basically the main reason. And
that shit, his price went up.
Yeah.
Yesterday's price is not today's price, ladies.
So wait, so they offered you other. So based on the project, they offer you that salary, pretty much.
Say it again.
Or they offer you. There was different projects, and each project had a different salary, or it was just like.
They offered to make it, to put it in a nutshell. I was offered 2 promotions and I declined them. Gotcha. And that's the only 2 promotions within, my job title that I could go to. So I basically hit my ceiling.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: if you were an external person applying for these same jobs, will they give that person more, the same, or less? Less. Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I feel like it happens where it's the other way around. Just because you're internal, they won't give you as much because you're already an internal employee. Nah. It costs more for them to promote you internally than hire someone from outside.
Yeah, I'll tell you more offline, but there's a reason why. Yeah, but another question. I had one. Oh, it's about to expose some dumb shit I've done. All right, so what is the dumbest thing y'all have done in an interview, or like the dumbest answer y'all have ever had? Please tell me y'all got a dumb one, because I got the funniest shit ever.
Answer.
Y'all got anything that's like, why the fuck did I say that?
Nah, the last couple jobs.
Y'all was prepared. I
was leveraging basketball the last couple jobs. So
I've had one interview. It's the current job I'm in, so I can't really tell you.
All right, so listen to this, right? So within IT, this was like, I might have been 22. I was 22. So I didn't know anything about preparation, nothing. So I'm in IT, right? And there's an IT recruiter. For those who don't know what an IT recruiter is, basically they're recruiting companies that try to get IT professionals jobs. They hit you up, say, hey, we got a job with such and such. Would you be interested? Here's a job description. So they hit me up, right? So I go to the office, you know what I'm saying? We ain't like a conference room. And he asked me all these questions. And in my head, it's so sick. So in my head, he asked me questions and shit like, what are you looking for? What do you like to do? Like, he even asked me what I like to do. This is where he got, what do you like to do outside of work? What are your hobbies? So I'm thinking he want to know me on a personal level. So he gets to, I ain't saying that about it. He gets to, what do you see yourself doing in the next 10 years? So I think I said, like, get an IT job, be a project manager. And I think he was like, I don't know, I might be putting sauce on it, but we're going to put more sauce on it. I don't know if he said, give me more, but regardless, it led to me saying this dumb shit. So he said over the next 10 years, I told this nigga, I said, own a chicken shop, a chicken restaurant. I'm like, yo.
You said what? Chicken shop?
I said a chicken restaurant. And this isn't an interview, but it's an interview to see what I like. And basically, it's kind of an interview, though. But my dumb ass said I want to own a chicken restaurant or like a bar. I'm like, bruh. So he started laughing. He was like, no, I'm not talking about like your life goals, just your career wise. And I was like,
a job in IT. I'm trying.
He said career. He said career.
It was sick. Hey,
at least it was the recruiter, not the employer.
Yeah, but that's funny. That shit was funny. I was like, nigga, what is you doing? But it all goes down to preparation. That also goes to like preparation with everything. Like, I went on this date, like, it don't even matter when. But so like went on this brunch day, right? And I assumed that this place was gonna turn into a party after, and it didn't. So now I'm like, damn, what do niggas do after that?
Right.
So we ended up just bouncing everywhere. It was kind of like a waste of time and waste of money. I ended up spending a fuck ton of money that day. But I was like, damn, if I would have prepared better, niggas would have been ready.
Had a couple little backup plans. If this how we go here, whoop.
Stay prepared.
Preparation, man. Preparation is key.
Shit's crazy. But all right, let's get into it. Wasted a good 15 minutes. All right, so we're all in relationships, right?
Myself.
Hey, for the streets.
I was about to say, y'all got something y'all need to tell me.
Nah, I ain't in a relationship. But so what y'all think about this? Is it your partner's business to know about your past relationship? And if not, why not?
I wouldn't say it's per se their business, unless it comes to a point that they need to know. Like if y'all somewhere or you in an area where like your past business is kind of not haunting you, but like you still around it, I'll probably give them the heads up like, hey, this right here, you know, we might have did something with her back then, or, you know, just so it ain't like caught off guard or somebody come like, hey, how's it going? Who this? And I'm like, oh, that's my girlfriend. And she have no clue like what's going on in the situation. Outside of that, I don't think so. Like if you want to tell them about it, sure. But I don't think it's like their business to know.
True. So basically, I don't know if I heard you right. So if she don't ask, are you gonna still tell
her? Me personally, I think we both put all our shit on the table.
Okay.
I ain't want nothing.
Would you advise your friends to tell?
Nah.
So you would say no. It basically so it depends on the girl.
Yeah.
So you're saying your girl's cool as shit, you tell her, but
yeah, if it's a little shaky at the beginning, or you know, like just some shit gotta die. Some shit gotta go to the grave.
When I die, I put my secrets in the grave.
Well, even if they know about it, they can still go to the grave.
Yeah, it don't have to.
It depends on the person. Like if you hold the grudge or like you like stick it to them, yeah, that's terrible. But to answer your question, Dom, unless it's asked, I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk about my past relationship.
There we go.
But I guess more times than not, the question gets asked because they want to see if, you know, the reason why it didn't work out and if those tendencies continue during your current relationship. So that's why they ask. But if they're asking for like another purpose to where like, oh, you know, what did you do? Like, were you a hoe? Were you this? Were you that? You know, did you cheat? Well, that's another question they're gonna ask.
Can't ever let them know if niggas cheated. Fuck that.
Right. And then if you give them details on your past relationship, then they're gonna find out who it was. They're gonna start asking questions for like their mutual friends, like what happened, why did they do this? And then if your story doesn't line up with their story, it's just. But it's okay to be asked if it goes to the grave after. But how often does that happen?
See, like I've always thought, like, y'all know me, obviously shit, these past 20 minutes I've been an open book telling y'all embarrassing shit. I always thought like, fuck it. You know, I'm gonna tell. Like they ask a question, I tell them straight up. Cause I'm like I always say, if you see me with a girl that I fuck with, like in my head, I think she cool as shit.
Yeah.
But the past 2 times where I've told my exes or told a girl I was talking to some shit that I regret telling, it always bit me in the ass after.
And that be the problem.
I can't tell y'all shit.
That be the problem. I don't want to go too deep into it, but like that's why men don't feel vulnerable enough to say like some shit that really happened, because at the end of the day, it's always stored.
Yep.
And if women
don't forget shit,
they don't forget anything. It's written down somewhere. It's written down somewhere too. They have receipts.
Yeah.
It might not be receipts like text, but it's in the notes. If you said it in person, it's in the notes section.
It's like
in a separate folder.
It's like
it's there.
Yeah, for sure.
And they put the date and time and where you guys were.
I believe you. I believe you.
I feel like it can't be denied. I mean, everyone does that. I don't know if men do that. I mean, I'm sure some men do it.
Yeah, it depends on how bad it is.
But I feel like women are more like detailed and more organized and stuff like that. So they're gonna make sure they got their shit aligned. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, with what you were just saying of giving too much information. When you give too much information in the moment, it's like, oh, I'm being honest,
Yeah.
She like this.
Yeah.
Give her everything.
I done that.
But then after it's like, damn, I gave her too much information.
Yeah.
I just played myself. I gave her, some shit that happened. I told the truth, but I probably shouldn't have shared that. Because now it's like, damn, he's that kind of person, or damn, that's not what I like, or because you don't know what she likes.
You can relate this to a job, bro. Sometimes you got to lie on the resume.
100. Well, no, don't lie. Don't lie.
Put a little sauce on it.
Put it on the record. Yeah, you put a sauce.
But sauce, you gotta sauce that thing up a little bit.
Sauce it up. Yeah.
Exactly. Like on my resume, I got a couple of certs that I don't have anymore because they expired, but I still got them on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't give her. Don't give her 100.
Ask. I'll see.
Right. Don't give 100%. Give 90%, and then add some spice to that 10%, or some sauce, or whatever you want to call it.
Sauce.
So you got to sell yourself. You got to sell yourself.
For sure.
I mean, in a relationship, when you're starting a relationship, the first 3-4 days, it's the interview process.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's like a job. You first do the phone interview, then you do Zoom, and then you meet in person. And then you go, you start. I mean, the family is later on down the road, but yeah. So
start making this
shit. Damn. There's 2 ways I can take this, Jane.
Start with one.
Right. So so basically what you said about the interview process, right? What do y'all think? What do y'all value the most? I'm gonna try to give y'all 5 things and let's try to put them in order. All right. So what do y'all think matters when taking a girl serious? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 1, personality. Right? Got personality. We got how family oriented she is. We're gonna go looks. Or should we throw looks in here?
Definitely looks got to be in there. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, talk about a shape.
Yeah. Hanging with the boys. Is that high or no?
I mean, you can put that on there.
I mean, you can put friend. You can put friends. I don't know.
Let's say social environment.
Okay, yeah, I like
or social relatability.
I like the way you putting it. Rather than
relatability might be not even a word, but that shit sound like a word.
It sound fire.
Relatability.
Yeah, that shit ain't no word. That shit ain't no word. All right, social environment, and 1 more. Y'all connection. Nah, that's guaranteed. That's the easy one. That should be
personality, family oriented.
Looks and social environment. That's not the word. It's not social environment, but y'all get what I'm saying. What's another one?
The connection was good.
Should sweat.
Is this like initial process?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I would say connection because that's what you're trying.
I think connection gotta be. That's a guarantee though. Like
that's
has to be
number 1.
That has to be number 1. Like that's the ultimate.
And then you start breaking down like how she hears.
I mean, there's loyalty, or that's not one. I mean, obviously loyalty. Compassion.
Matching your, but that's connection too, right?
Matching your energy level. I don't know.
Yeah, just do the 4 then. Because I mean, all that's gonna tie into like how do y'all connect?
Yeah. All right. So we got personality, family oriented, looks, and social environment. See, my shit gonna be different than y'all shit. Sorry.
All right, so wait, hold on. We gotta hold on. Is this like right away?
This is like the initial process. Like you trying to figure it out
throughout the first like 3 months before you ask her out. Like what are you paying attention to most?
Family is last for me.
Okay, so so just so we put it out there in the beginning, looks is number one. You said, hold on, I missed it. Wait, you said family out the window?
Yeah, for the first 3 months, what I needed, I'll meet them later. Like I need to know about you before I even get to the family.
All right. So I was going the other way. I was like, we got to make sure that the looks is there in the beginning, because if it ain't there, we ain't getting to 2, 3, and 4.
Right. So that's the first thing.
So we got to figure out what's 2 and 3.
I gotta see you before I talk to you.
So looks is number one.
I mean, it changes though. It changes after though.
Physical attraction. Yeah, I got you.
It changes after though.
I'm rolling. Okay, that's one.
And then I would say personality goes right after.
Facts.
And then you do want your significant other to have a circle of their own. Like you don't want to, like, you know, when you go hang out with your friends,
she want to tag along and be clingy.
And she could tag along. That's cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's got to get to the point where, like, it's not like where, like, you know, I'm introducing her to my friends and like, yeah, you know, she doesn't know many people, you know, I'm trying to like get her in, you know, stuff like that. She got to be like, you know, it's just like another circle, you know, meeting new people. Cool. I have my own friends. You have your own friends. I'm meeting your friends. I'll meet your friends. I think people get in relationships and then they realize a significant other doesn't have a friendship group, and they're like,
that is big, bro.
It is, and it's underrated.
Got friends.
It's underestimated.
Sick. Cause like I like big groups, but keep going. My fault.
No, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done.
Social environment and family oriented. The fourth one. All right. That's just within the first 3 months. Okay. Like to go back to that social environment one where your girl don't got any friends. That's a turn off for me. Cause I start digging deeper. Like why you don't got any friends? You're like 28, 29. You don't have any friends. You got like 2 friends.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying you need 10, but bitch, like.
And because you think about that, because you probably have friends around you that, like, you know, they get a new group of friends every year, every 2 years, and you're like, you know, there's a common denominator here. So when you meet a person, you're getting to know them, and they don't got like a close friend group, you're wondering why. Yeah. Why is that? Is it because you just moved here? You just moved here. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, I guess how, in terms of social environment, how deep, like, I guess, is a couple friends cool? You know, how, like what?
I want you to be able to have a girls' night and not be just you and the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotcha.
That's cute. I want like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. This is fucked up, but like, this is really fucked up. But I want my girl to have friends. So like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I love like when I'm in a situation where obviously I got a girlfriend, she trusts me, and I'm not like trying to get with her friends, but like I love fucking with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like that's never gonna stop. You can call it flirt or whatever, but like it's just funny to me, like picking on girls and shit like that. Like if you ain't got no fucking friends, like it's just gonna be me and you when we go out every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And then like I got boys that might be single. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, connect the dots. I don't know. It's just a lot more. I guess entertainment. I like being entertained. I don't know. I guess that still must be a thought, but was that the final answer? AJ, tell the truth.
No, that's honest. I mean,
okay, you get what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, like, I know exactly what you're saying.
I like asking about your friend. Like, what's Shelly doing?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me go ahead and take, bro. I get,
the tea.
I be asking for tea all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a chatty patty when I get a girl.
I mean, I've been like, what's going on in the streets? Let me know. But I was also talking about this from a guy's perspective and not from the girl side. But like, I feel like friends or like your friend groups, you don't get as many the older you get too. Like, Once I just turned 26, but it feel like I ain't making that many new friends, bro. Like, what I got is what I got. But luckily, I made, like, I got friends here. I got friends.
Yeah, you got the.
I don't think girls do that. Like guys do.
Like
I can
what?
say I got like 4 or 5 different friend groups that
Yeah.
are like separated from each other. I feel
Yeah.
like girls, they got like 4 that they all knew in college or high school friends, and then
But I think guys though, you think guys or girls get different are able to meet a new set of group of friends or meet someone new later on?
I think girls could still meet a group, like at least one girl that can turn into like the network part. Like all you gotta do is meet one, and then you see they kind of friend group, and you kind of associate.
Right. I'm trying to think. I mean, like I have multiple friend groups. Like I have like one group for this, one group for that. Not trying to brag, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, y'all that boy. Y'all them boys.
Nah, yeah. But yeah, it's kind of. I'm trying to think.
I want you to go back to your question, guy. We didn't answer that.
What was the question?
You said
about the girls and the guys.
Basically, who is it easier for to make new friends, guys or girls?
Oh, guys.
I think it's
I think even though I'm probably not making as many friends as I would, but I think guys click easier.
I think so
it ain't much.
I think you think so.
I don't think it's much for me to be like, especially like if it's somebody that you can kind of tell like you could be friends with. It'd probably take me 4 or 5 times where I'd be like, okay, we can kick it. Like, okay, prime example. One of my boys who I lived with at VCU, his boy from back home in Michigan just moved down here to Atlanta. He was like, bro, I'm gonna give you his number. Y'all can link, whatever. I hit him up. It's like, bro, there's some runs to hoop. You want to pull up? He pulled up. From at that point, it's like I met him one time. We kicked it there. It was like, all right, if you ever trying to kick it, whatever, we both here in Atlanta. Like, boom. That was my first time meeting him, but it was through a connection that I already had. But I feel like that ain't happening with no girl where she like, my girlfriend coming down to Atlanta. I'm gonna give you her number. Y'all can like meet. Blah, blah, blah. And girl actually text the other girl and be like, hey girl, what you doing? Let's go get blah, like blah. Like, no,
yeah. I get exactly what you're saying, 100%. But this is my theory with the girls.
Yeah.
I think girls are more so getting a new set of friends more often than guys.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
Like they're quick to move on.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got their really close ones, but when it comes to the click, I feel like they're quick to move on. Like so as soon as they find maybe something new, like the new thing or something, whatever, I feel like that's it. They'll go there and they'll forget the other group.
Yeah.
Or they won't see the other group as often. But they're focused on that one group though.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They're not spaced out.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. So they focus on one group at a time where guys kind of like, yo, I can have my friends over here and have my friends over here type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now that makes a lot of sense. And I can see that for sure.
I don't know. Dom is maybe thinking something else.
I don't fucking know. I'm thinking of so many things, like, because I'm looking at women like.
Think about it like this. Think about it like this. You know, girls, you hang out with the same. Let's say you hang out with like. Think of girls that you've known for 5 years.
Yeah.
And you've hung out with them, went out with them. Think of those couple girls and think about their friends.
They yeah, but like they cool as shit though. For the most part.
Yeah. I'm not saying they're not cool.
So I can't compare them to like your average girl.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause like I be thinking, not all women, but like women be like hating low key on other girls or like talking shit behind their back and shit like that. And then you got men on the other hand, we're more transactional. Like if you're single and I don't know, it might be because of the guys that I hang around, I don't know, jocks or I don't know, but like I tend to see men being all right, if he's not resourceful or if he ain't got, if he's not resourceful, why am I gonna hang out with him type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like they'll hang out for a little bit and then see what you're all about and then all right, he whack, I ain't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's two sides to each coin, but to answer the question as far as I think I would say girls have more of a, I don't know about a realness, but like they have more of a unity than guys. Like usually when you see girls in the club, it's like 5 or 6 of them.
Oh, and,
You know what I'm
and they're
saying?
like this.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
whether it's real or not. But to answer AJ question, I mean, your question, Mehdi, is who's easier to be like dope friends? I think I would say guys, because all we need is like sports. Are you into football? I fuck with you already. You know what I'm saying? You into basketball? Oh, I fuck with you already. Oh, you do
Yeah.
this? We go to the gym? Oh, I fuck with you already.
You sports
Yeah,
bet? Sports betting? Bet.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I can't
But
speak for girls. I wish we had Marcina on this bitch, but
right. It would have been perfect conversation.
yeah, because I
I
don't know
think we
what girls
gotta
relate on.
I think we do need to bring this back when
Yeah.
Christina gets on, because I kind of want to know what she thinks
Yeah.
on her end. Because
Yeah.
I feel like knowing Marcina, we'll wait till we'll wait. So I don't,
Because
I'm sure she'll
I would
have
love
something to
a
say
woman
too.
to challenge me on like hating, because I feel like they be talking shit about each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. It'd definitely be a good conversation to have.
Yeah, it would be good.
Because I want to hear her point of view when it comes to like what she thinks about us guys and our friend groups.
Yeah. For sure. I don't know. All right. So speaking about guys, old Skeet and Kim K. So I don't know if it's true or not, but as we've probably all seen, Pete Davidson, I believe, tatted Kim K's initials and Kanye's kids on his neck. How y'all feel about that, man? Do y'all feel him, or like, is it whack? What y'all think?
I saw a tweet that I think about now. The more I think about it, they said it's like the battle of the manic. Like these niggas just trying to one up each other on doing some dumb shit. And it like when you start looking at like the receipts of what both of them are doing back and forth, it's like, bro, what are y'all really doing?
But
like,
what has Skeet done? What has Skeet done that's crazy
well,
other than this?
I'm just saying, like the conversation that leaked, now the tats in terms of like Pete, but like I don't know. It just seems like when you become a celebrity, some of that stuff that should be like closed doors, you just doing it for clout. Like some of this stuff make no sense to an average human to be like, I will put this out here, or I would do this. Like I'm not about to get some kids tatted on my neck that you probably like you only been around for a couple months per se, like that we know in the media eyes. But like that's just, I don't know, that's stupid in my eyes. So I don't know, shit's weird. Shit's really weird.
But Pete has all these tattoos, stupid tattoos, crazy tattoos. That's just his persona. That's what he does. If he doesn't do it, people are gonna be like, why hasn't he done it yet?
Yeah. You think people would say that though? Or you just saying it?
Nah, I'm just saying that in general.
I got you.
He's like, what? He hasn't done a stupid thing yet with Kim. Like, when is that gonna happen? Like, this is the stupid thing. Like,
because don't he got one of the presidents? What's her name? The lady that ran for president?
Hillary?
Yeah, don't he got Hillary Clinton or some shit like that?
I wouldn't doubt it, but this is like his persona. This is like his niche.
Yeah.
This is what he's known for. He's
like he's trolling.
He's a comedian. He trolling 100.
For sure.
He is trolling
just to piss him
Kanye.
off.
He is trolling everyone else. He's a comedian. Yeah. He thinks it's funny. He don't care. If it was like
that's the weirdest troll. But I mean, it fits the MO. So I see what you're saying.
If it was anybody else, like, I don't know, give me somebody random that would date Kim K.
I was about to say Jay-Z. I'm tripping.
Oh, that would date Kim K?
Like, name somebody right now that, if it's not Pete or Kanye, who would it be?
James Harden.
I was about to
James Harden. If James Harden gets tattoos of her kids on his neck, that's a whole different thing. Like, I think it's definitely Pete Davidson, bro. I don't even know but he's a funny guy. I mean, put everything aside, hilarious. I don't know.
She was like, I heard that your Peter is big as a forearm. But nah, so what I thought about it, I think y'all had some good keys. I think I'm about to reiterate what you said. If anybody was a dude, it would be Pete Davidson. But look at this, bro. She really rejuvenated his career. Cause like, I think I was listening to a bit or comedian. Oh, it was recently. It was, I don't know what he was on, but he was what is it called when you're he was introducing Machine Gun Kelly to come out on the stage. This happened like a week or two ago. In a story or a soundbite that I heard, he was like, yeah, this guy in 2016. I'm like, nigga, this is 6 years ago. He said, yeah, we used to live in my mom's basement, and we used to just talk all night, just like, damn, we're really broke, like yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So like they fell off at one point.
Yeah.
So for him to go from that to dating a billionaire, and then, you know, throughout the year, now he's on Saturday Night Live. Obviously, Kim K didn't do that, but he's dating probably the most famous woman on this world. You know what I'm saying? So that changed his life. He's back on his comedian shit. He been on his comedian shit for the past few years, but I think if they were to break up, he still would be lit. Like he's reaching an all-time high.
Content that you can drop now.
Yeah, and so many people we want to interview him, probably want him on commercials and shit like that. So she changed his life like for the better, with or without him. So if anybody gonna do it, I feel you, bro, but I wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
So could y'all ever see yourself doing that shit?
No.
But getting married is forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? What if your queen was like, baby, I do it, you do it? Yeah.
Man, I have no tattoos, and the first one ain't about to be that.
I mean, I was gonna say, putting a tattoo of her kids on my neck is one thing. Well, raising her kids from another man is one thing.
Yeah, he wildin'. I'm talking about y'all though. Like,
I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah, if you
raising someone else's kids is one thing for me.
Yeah.
And you asking me about a tattoo on my neck of someone else's kids?
Yeah. No, I'm saying if you were to get married and she don't got no kids and it's your baby, this your wife, this your queen, y'all get married forever. Y'all ain't got no kids yet. And she
you saying get her tatted on you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, like her face?
Nah, just the name. Like, say if I date a girl, get a girl named, I keep saying Shelly. Shout out to Shelly, whoever you are, because you're on my mind. I keep saying it. I'm trash. But yeah, like if she was like, yeah, can you get Shelly on your forearm or on your leg? Like, would y'all do it?
No. I've seen somebody do that.
I think you're asking the wrong guys. We have no tattoos.
Facts.
True.
Like you gotta ask somebody with tattoos.
True.
And chances are, if they have more than 10 to 15 tattoos, they'll say yes.
Oh yeah, easy. Because that's probably nothing for them.
Yeah.
And to get it shaded over.
They're like, oh, just a name? Oh, if you know we break up, you know, I don't like her
I can
anymore,
draw all over that. Yeah.
I'll throw something over it.
True.
I mean,
yeah, I ain't fuck with that shit either. That shit.
I can see you doing it.
Shit crazy. It's my baby. It's my baby. You hear me? All right, so let's get a little recap of the NBA playoffs, and then we're gonna get the fuck.
I bet. Currently, as we're on right now, Boston's up 20, game 2. So I don't know what I said last time. I'm pretty sure I said Brooklyn and Phoenix, and I had Phoenix winning. So my East is fucked right now. Wasn't expecting a sweep, but do we think Boston gets close?
Actually, let's talk about a real topic. We're gonna talk about a real topic.
All right.
Because, bruh, this shit pissed me off. And if we was popping, this shit would halfway get me canceled, and I would love this shit. So I'm gonna talk about this, man. So what Kyrie talked about through the tweet. Let me bring up what the fuck he talked about. Cause that shit, because black people be saying this shit, and this shit pissed me the fuck off. Let's see. We're gonna pause. Hold up. Cause I'm about to get some shit off my chest, nigga. So back to the Kyrie tweets. He was like, when I see my name or my brother's, Kyrie Irving, if you don't know who that is, he's a basketball player on the Nets. Great basketball player, legend. When I see my name or my brother, sister names getting spun through the media, I refer to all my research about who they are. Their job, as in the analyst, the sports analyst, their job is to control public perception, all while profiting off discussing, discrediting, and disrespecting people's lives for entertainment. And he also said a lot of these media corporations make their money by degrading Black, African, indigenous community heroes. They thrive off it and then sell it back to us by having a hand-selected person or group of people spark controversy about them. This is my gripe about it, right? So if you turn on your ESPN or Fox, right? Actually, before I go, what is the main two sports, or what are the main sports that sports shows talk about?
He's talking about First Take and Skip and Shannon.
But what sports?
Football and basketball.
They're talking about basketball.
Football and basketball. Okay. So the next question is, predominantly what ethnicity plays both sports?
Black, African.
Okay. And who are normally the best players in their sport? Black. There's your fucking answer. They're the best, so they have to get critiqued. So, like, for instance, when I'm gonna recall back when Paul Pierce was I think asked the question, who's better, D Wade or him? You know, Paul Pierce is gonna say some wild shit. And he goes, yeah, if D Wade, if I had LeBron and Shaq, I would have had 2 more championships than him. And Gabrielle Union response was, how dare you shame a Black man on a show and degrade a Black man? You supposed to stand up for your kid. Shut the fuck up. He answered the question and that's what he thinks. Like, people are always like, oh, you shouldn't do this to Black people. Bruh, y'all are the best. Well, we are the best players in majority of the sports that we talk about. What are we supposed to do? Oh, if he had a bad game, don't talk about him because he's Black? That's fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit. Like, obviously, what is the best thing as far as entertainment is when we critique people. I don't agree with how hard Stephen A went in on Kyrie Irving. I don't agree with that, but I feel him for sure. And I don't agree with how soft he was with Aaron Rodgers. Yes, I understand that too. But like, we got to stop like with the, oh, because I'm Black, I can't talk shit or critique another Black male just because he's Black. This is fucking entertainment. It's sports, and that's his fucking job.
Hey, before you go, AJ, let me say something.
Do your thing, big dog.
I think just because like down to that last part, I feel like Stephen A stays away from saying stuff to Aaron Rodgers, but sticks with saying stuff about, you know, Black people, degrading them.
Yeah.
It's because he's Black as well. So he feels like he could say more and not get, you know, beaten down for it. But obviously the opposite is happening. People are saying you should not be degrading, you know, your own race, your own people, da. But at the end of the day, put the race stuff aside, dude, like you said, these are media personalities. This is their job. This is what they do. They critique, regardless of you're a legend, the king, the best player on the court, you're going to get critiqued.
For sure.
Whatever. And then Gabrielle Union, for her to come out and say something, is Stephen A or whoever, or is Paul Pierce coming at you to tell you how to act?
Yeah.
No.
He was saying that for her husband, but still. Yeah.
I mean, but still. It's
that
like,
shit was so whack, bro.
The only point that I see that's the fine line with where this was, like, I feel like where Kyrie was trying to take it, was Kyrie was standing up for, I think, a human right.
Oh, you talking about the COVID stuff, right?
Yeah, in terms of COVID, and it went.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I will take a counterpoint to what you're saying. Is yes, you guys are media like personalities. Yes, you come on a TV show to critique, but keep the critique to what, like, basketball.
Yeah, he called him an idiot or something like
that. Yeah, you start calling people out their names because of a choice outside of basketball, like just a life choice that he chose to make, and call him an idiot because it does, like, in fact, play a part into him not playing basketball. That was the fine line where it was like, okay, we can discuss basketball, but you starting to like call me out my name for something I chose as a life decision. This ain't got, at the end of the day, like, this ain't got nothing to do with basketball. Like, we talking about states mandates and like federal mandates of what's going on in real life outside of basketball. Like, basketball is going to end at some point. That's cool that you can critique me on that. Like, that's almost like when a musician puts music out, like it's open for critique once you give it to the public. So that's cool. Like I'm on the court, critique that. But past that, it's like same thing with fucking. It seems like with Shannon, with LeBron. I don't know how big Shannon. I mean, not Shannon. Skip Bayless. He lives off of LeBron. Like I think he tweeted something the other day. Like we're seeing LeBron or whatever. He gave him some weak ass name. It was like he's on the couch eating Ruffles. We miss you, King. Like there's no reason that you need to be. I mean, it pertains to the sport because it's basketball and he's not playing. But like, why are we talking about him if he's not in the playoffs? Like, talk about who's on the court, critique what's going on the court.
But AJ, this is the way I see it. That's what he's known for. This is what made him who he is. This is what he made him doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
It goes back to Pete tattooing her kids on his neck. It's the same thing. These guys get paid for what they do. They'll get bashed and they don't even care. Like, this is what I'm getting paid for. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm getting 40,000 retweets, 100,000 likes. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. And that's what he's gonna do. I mean, he thinks it might be a dad joke or bad joke, but he's gonna keep doing it. Stephen A does the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
To go off of like, you gotta think about this too. Just like a podcast, right? That really seemed like I was like, why is he so into it? You know, I'd be looking at podcasts like, why is this is somewhat entertaining too. You got to put a lot of sauce on things. And Stephen A made it sometimes, you know, seems to put a little bit extra sauce, but he is that guy at ESPN. But to go back on the Kyrie situation, he talked about it, I think like last week. And I think if Stephen A would have put a lot more, this context, what I'm about to say, it makes a lot more sense of why he was mad. So he says, he brings up how, for one, you remember Kyrie didn't go to the bubble. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go to the bubble. Forgot for what? Oh, because he was like the system trying to control us.
That nigga woke.
And the reason why he went to the Boston because he wanted his own team. He leaves Boston. This is what Stephen A said. He leaves Boston to play with KD. He gets James Harden to come. So James Harden goes from he goes from the best player on his team to maybe second or third best player. Mm-hmm. So now, Kyrie, you got what you fucking wanted, right?
You gotta win.
So that's what he said, right?
Yeah.
So then when it's time to ball, here you go with another excuse. Regardless, it's not an excuse, it's a personal choice. But he's like, bro, that's like basically saying like, yo, we about to fuck them up. And when it's time to fight, you back out. And you was the reason why the fight was supposed to start in the first place. That's how he looked at it. And I get what Stephen A is saying, but I think he should have worded it a lot better. Because like they came to the Nets because of you, Kyrie. And what are you doing now? He's like, you always got an excuse or however you would want to put it when it come down to it. It's just fucking play basketball.
The boy got some shit going on.
So I don't know what's up with Kyrie, but I guess we'll see next year. I don't know. Yeah,
that's a great example or analogy. And that kind of brought up the bus thing too. I don't know if you saw that. The boys on the TNT crew, they were saying like KD has never been like the leader or the driver of the bus and got the shit done.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Like,
you feel what they were saying or what? What do you agree with?
Oh yeah, I feel what they're saying. I think it makes sense. Like, bro, all right, let's start looking at your career for real. Like, were you the best? Was he the best on Golden State, or did he lead the team on Golden State? Would you say that Kevin Durant led the team those years that they won the championship?
He was the best player.
Or was he just a big factor?
He was the best player, but like
he didn't lead the team.
Yeah, it was Steph's team just because.
Yeah,
but see, KD is not a leader.
This season showed it. This playoff showed
Every season showed it though. What season showed that he was a leader? Not Golden State.
Okay. This is
not Oklahoma. Not Oklahoma City.
This is my rebuttal. I can hear Jalen right now. You said if, nigga. You said if. If his foot was behind the 3-point line and they made it to the finals, niggas would be saying that shit.
Which way they would have made it to the finals? When?
Yeah,
when they lost Game 7 against Milwaukee last year.
Exactly. I think people would have more respect on his name, but his foot was behind the line.
Yeah, and if
they would have put more respect on his name if he would have made it to the finals.
And if they beat the Suns,
it didn't happen. There's a lot of ifs. I can hear Jalen. There's a lot of ifs in that statement. Nigga.
Yeah, but Dom, if they beat the Suns.
Yeah.
And it's not like it was like the foot on the line for Game 7 NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Like you still got to beat the Suns, but
true.
Look,
but nah, I don't think KD a leader.
How many championships he got? He got two. And it was the year after
he lost to the niggas.
Lost to the Warriors.
Holding 3-1 lead.
Trash.
Holding a 3-1 lead, joining a 72-10 or 72-10.
73 and
9 team, and then you win 2 championships with them, but you want to be in the same conversation as LeBron,
Steph and LeBron. That nigga ain't better than Steph.
Kobe, Jordan, and all that now.
He ain't better than Steph, bro.
And he's not alpha. He a beta.
Yeah,
he in the same category as Kyrie.
Nah, you hyping. He higher than
He in the same category. There's tiers. There's tiers to this. Tier 1 is LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, and all the other greats, whatever. But whatever.
What level is Shaq on? 1 or 2?
Oh, Shaq is 1. Shaq.
I don't know. I would have to think about it. But keep going.
Shaq is a dominant force. Without Shaq, maybe Kobe wouldn't have gotten 5 championships. I mean,
that's an easy fact.
Yeah, sure. I would say 2. So I mean, you take out Durant from the Warriors, they can still win championships. Mm-hmm. But you take out Kobe or Shaq, they might not win championships.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe
got his 2 though. On these
if you keep KD on the Warriors, you take out Curry. Do they?
I was just about to say that. Do they win without Curry?
They still win.
They ain't beating LeBron in them.
But I'll tell you what. No Draymond Green, that team ain't that team.
Yeah.
So
that team is soft without Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fight. There's no force in there without Draymond.
He know that shit too.
He know that. He know because that year LeBron won was because Draymond didn't play.
Draymond was
He got suspended. He got suspended that Game 5 or whatever. Was it Game 5?
It was
Nah. It happened in Game 5 and he was out Game 6. And then Game 7, he came back. You remember he had 35 points, Game 7?
Yeah.
When he came back. Nigga had like 9 threes going crazy.
I don't know. That's what I know we're talking about KD, but you go back to LeBron championships and my man could still have one.
So keep going.
Ray Allen, 3-pointer in the corner against the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
And then Draymond Green.
That's 2.
That's 2. How many championships he got? 4?
Yeah, he got 4. One in the.
I don't want to include the other ones. I'll give him 2. I'll give him 2. Yeah, well then you got the bubble.
Does the bubble count?
I'll give him the bubble because everyone else would have won. I give it to him. Because everyone else won, whatever. It's a championship.
So that's 3. What was the 4th one?
The 4th one was
back to back in Miami.
No, I don't even remember those back to back in Miami. Ray Allen 3, and what was the other one? They beat the Spurs.
They just beat the Spurs, and then that.
Wait, no, the Spurs was the 3.
No, Spurs was the 3.
Yep.
Spurs was the
3. They played them 3 times in a row, right?
No. Who did they play in his first 2?
The first one was the Mavericks. They lost.
Oh, he beat this. Okay, yep.
Lost to the Mavericks.
That was a smut on his name because he.
Yeah, that was some shit. Came back, played the Spurs, right? Played the Spurs.
Yeah.
No. His first one was against Oklahoma City.
There you go. Yep, he beat KD.
First one against Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Then they played the Spurs, beat them. Then that last time they lost, he left.
Yeah. There you go. Look at you.
Look, I'm not discrediting LeBron. GOAT. He's goated. Absolutely. But you look back at his championships. I mean, obviously, you can look back at everyone else's championships.
I know. I had Tom Brady in the chamber because
Tom Brady
all
too.
Of this shit's OD, dude.
His last 2 OD.
Yeah.
His last 3. Last 3, right? Tampa Bay.
Oh, he earned that Atlanta job.
Yeah, but man,
They blew that shit.
Nah, Atlanta lost that. He didn't. I don't give it to him because I don't give it to him. They lost
Atlanta was ass for that.
Seattle, Russell Wilson slant, bruh.
Wait, they didn't run that bitch.
And then how about the one with Tampa? Right? Wasn't it one with Tampa?
They cleaned Kansas City though.
Oh, okay,
They cleaned
their
them.
defense stepped the fuck up.
Yeah,
made fucking Patrick Mahomes look like Patrick homeless.
Look, obviously, you can always find something with everyone. Yeah. I never liked LeBron because what he did to the Wizards like 3-4 years in a row.
Yeah.
You know, every time we played the Cavs, we lost because LeBron. So
facts. Strictly because of LeBron doing some crazy shit.
Whether it was fadeaway off the backboard, four-step layup.
Yeah.
I'll still remember this. I still remember that day. He traveled. I don't care what anybody says. He traveled.
He did.
That was the start of that play. Ever since he did it, everyone else started doing it.
Bro, the league now, you can't tell me that they don't travel on every possession.
Almost because they use that half step.
And
they turn it into 3.
Y'all think they should be able to travel and carry and all that shit or no?
No, dude. They're already
if you're the most skilled player, you shouldn't need to. I mean, like, I get the technique of like maximizing dribbles or whatever, so it's like a fine line. But like,
the worst.
There be travels where it's like change of pivot, and like, come on, bro, we not calling it a change of pivot travel. Like, you started with your left and then you just switch and go to your right. Like, that's at that point, it's just like fuck you to the refs,
to the rules.
You're not gonna call it anyways.
Look, the worst call I hate is
James
the and one.
The continuation.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Take that out of the league. It ruins the game.
That don't make sense at all.
It don't make sense.
Niggas be like, I picked up the ball. Nigga be already.
Right. He'd be like dribbling, got fouled, then picks up the ball. Yeah. By that time, that's when the ref throws his hand up, but you got fouled before.
Half-court shots and shit.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. But hey, we turned a hell of a pod with 2 questions into a hell of a pod. We do this. Come on now, episode 92, I believe.
Hey, but don't forget, Dom. We gotta come back to that question with Mercina.
Yeah.
Of the friends, the girls and the guys.
Probably gonna put that on IG. See if we can ruffle some feathers. All right. If you haven't watched this if you haven't followed us on YouTube, make sure you go do that. Follow us on Facebook, motherfucking Twitter. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and that's all I got for you. I'll give y'all another bar. Listen, if she ain't got a bar, she better have a band. If she ain't got a nigga, she better have a man. If she ain't got me, she better have 3. And if she want C, she better have D.
Wow. Talk to him. Let's go.
Let's go.
Rapping the trap. Get the